You know that feeling when you finish a game and it's just perfect? The kind where you immediately want to find another one just like it? It's an awesome feeling, but man, it can also kick off this surprisingly tough quest. So today, we're going to follow one gamer's journey to deconstruct that perfect feeling and figure out why some games just click when others totally don't.
All right, so let's get right into it. This is a super personal story, right? It's all about a quest to find that lightning in a bottle all over again. And look, this isn't about which game is objectively the best. Nah, this is about digging into our own tastes and figuring out what makes a game truly satisfying for us.
So every good quest has to start somewhere. It needs a benchmark, a kind of North Star. And for the gamer in our story, that game was Clair Obscur Expedition 33. This was it. This was the one. The experience that set the gold standard and kicked this whole search off.
And we are not talking about just dipping a toe in here. No way. 26 hours. That's a serious chunk of time. And it just goes to show you how much this game got its hooks in. Something about it was just really special. So what was the secret sauce? Well, it pretty much boiled down to three key things. The combat system was super engaging, the music was absolutely incredible, and the story was really, really compelling. Seemed like a simple enough checklist, right? This was the formula for the perfect game, or so it seemed at the time. So you know how it is. You finish a great game, and you're just chasing that high. Our gamers set out to find more. But this wasn't just some random search in the dark. Nope, they had a very clear idea of what they were looking for, with some really specific rules for this quest.
And here's the key. They knew they wanted a turn-based JRPG, but, and this is a big but, it had to be something an adult could actually get into. See, as a gamer in their 40s, it's kind of tough to connect with the usual teenage heroes you see in so many of these games. They needed a story that felt a little more grown up.
So the hunt was on. First step, they gave Metaphor ReFantazio a shot, but the combat and story just weren't clicking. Then they watched the story for Final Fantasy XVI, same deal, didn't really grab them. And that's when the search zeroed in on Shin Megami Tensei 5. This one's famous for its deep combat, so it seemed like, okay, this has gotta be it.
And here we go. This is really the main event. A deep 11-hour dive into Shin Megami Tensei 5. This was the big test. Was this going to be the one to bring back that perfect feeling?
I mean, on paper, it looked perfect. SMTV is all about its combat mechanics. And if you remember, that was one of the big three things that made Clair Obscur so great. So yeah, it felt like a total slam dunk.
11 hours. You know, that's not nothing. That's way past the tutorial phase. You're deep into the game's core loop. But right around that 11-hour mark, this little nagging feeling started to creep in. Something just wasn't right. Something was definitely missing.
And this is the light bulb moment. Feeling kinda meh about SMTV, our gamer hits pause and, just for the heck of it, fires up Clair Obscur again. And bam! The difference was instantaneous. The second that music hit, the second the characters started talking, that magic was back. It was a feeling that SMTV just wasn't delivering at all.
And you can see the contrast right here. Clair Obscur was this whole immersive world, you know? The music, the dialogue, it all pulled you in. But SMTV, it just felt mechanical. The combat was cool, sure, but without a story to care about it, it just wasn't enough. So the decision was made. Shin Megami Tensei V got deleted.
But here's the thing. This wasn't a waste of time. It was a breakthrough. By figuring out what SMTV was missing, our gamer finally understood what made Clair Obscur so perfect for them. They'd found the secret ingredients.
So what was it? What are these two big ideas that can totally make or break how you feel about a game?
Okay, ingredient number 1, engagement. It's that feeling that you're an active part of what's happening, not just pressing buttons and watching. For this gamer, that feeling comes from one of two places. Either action gameplay, where your skill really matters, or a story you're so invested in you can't put it down. SMTV, with its pure turn-based system and a story that just didn't land, was missing both.
All right, and ingredient number 2, accomplishment. Now, this isn't just about beating the boss. It's about how you beat the boss. It's that feeling of, yes, I did that. That deep satisfaction you get from overcoming a real challenge with your own skill. And honestly, this is where the boss fights in SMT5 just fell flat.
And this chart here really breaks it down. In SMTV, winning is mostly about prep work, right? You grind levels, find the right allies, exploit a weakness. The victory feels, well, mechanical.
But think about a tough action game. Victory there is about mastering the moves, perfect timing, high-stakes execution. That kind of win feels earned, it's personal, and that's the key. It's not that turn-based is bad, because Clair Obscur nailed it. Its challenge came from smart strategy against incredible odds, not just having bigger numbers, and that delivered that all-important sense of accomplishment.
So, what's the big takeaway from all of this? Well, this whole personal quest actually points to a bigger truth about games in general.
And here it is. There's no such thing as one perfect game for everyone. What makes a game satisfying is a personal recipe. It's a unique blend of these ingredients, like engagement and accomplishment, and that makes it going to be different for you, for me, for everybody. The real trick is figuring out your own formula. Once you know that, you can find the games you're going to absolutely love.
So I'll leave you with this question to think about. What's your formula? What's your perfect mix? Is it all about a deep story? Is it pure skill-based combat? Or maybe it's just getting lost in a huge world? Taking a minute to really think about what you love is the best way to find more of it. What's your secret recipe?